Hi class, let's take a look at example 3a, and here I provided the sketch of it, or the graph, and the numbers are a little bit blurry, but let me guide you through the process. Now, they want us to express the solutions as intercepts. So as we're actually carrying out the factorization, so for example, as we're breaking this one apart, we're going to be looking for w's, in this case w and w, two numbers that multiply to 40 but add to negative 13. So we're looking at negative 5 and negative 8. And by the zero factor property, we would basically separate those two solutions as w minus 5 is equal to 0, or w minus 8 is equal to 0. And then solve both of those. So we're looking at the addition of 5 and the addition of 8. So for this specific one, we're going to be looking at w is equal to 5 or w is equal to 8. So let me just rewrite it as solutions. W is equal to 5 or w is equal to 8. And that's what you see here. That's your 5, that's your 8. The image is a little bit blurry. As you express them as x-intercepts, well, the x-intercepts are going to be coordinate points 5, 0 and 8, 0. And that's pretty much it for this problem. So they may use a different variable in the quadratic, but we're still talking about x's and y's, and when you express them as x-intercepts, they technically represent x and y, unless they want us to use a different variable. Here I'm just saying, because they do mention x-intercepts, I'm expressing them as x's and y's. Now let's take a look at another problem which is almost identical. It just has a change in the sign. So in this case, they're using r's for the quadratic. So this will be r and r, two numbers that multiply to 40 and add to negative 13. We're looking at technically plus 5 and plus 8, or as we solve this one, r plus 5 is equal to 0, or r plus 8 is equal to 0. And as we solve this one, we're going to end up with negative 5 and negative 8. So r is equal to negative 5 or r is equal to negative 8. So let me write it as solutions. R is equal to negative 5 or r is equal to negative 8. They want them as intercepts. So x-intercepts, we would just say negative 8, 0. Whoops, negative 8, 0. Or negative 5, 0. And this image is a little bit better. There you can see the solutions, and then you can actually see the x-intercepts, negative 8, 0 and negative 5, 0. That's actually it for these problems. In terms of what's expected is, we may just ask us to basically solve like the previous problems that we've done, or they wanted us x-intercepts, and the actual parabolas may not be provided. But keep in mind that there is a graph attached to these problems, and the main idea is that we're finding the intercepts and the solutions.